do American college students wait all year for one crazy week called spring break? I'm Jason, and this is Jason's Easy English, a podcast that helps you improve your English and learn about American culture with clear, understandable episodes in authentic, everyday language. Today, we'll be talking about spring break in the United States, when it happens, why students look forward to it so much, where they travel, and what really happens during that week. And a quick reminder, if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to follow or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So first, what exactly is spring break? Spring break is a one-week vacation for university students or college students. It usually happens in March or early April. The exact week depends on the university, but it's always in the middle of the spring semester. By this time in the school year, students are tired. They have midterm exams, big projects, and long study nights. So they really look forward to this break. To look forward to something means to feel excited about something in the future. They look forward to this break. It feels like a reward after weeks of hard work. Many students plan trips with friends. They often split the costs of hotels, flights, or rental houses. To split the costs means to divide the price between people, like in Portuguese, dividir o custo, or in Spanish, dividir el costo, to split the cost. Traveling in a group makes it cheaper and more exciting. Now, where do they go? Well, Florida is one of the most traditional spring break destinations. Beaches in Miami or Panama City fill up with college students. You'll see music, social media videos, and big groups walking along the beach. Another very popular place is Cancun, Mexico. Many students stay at all-inclusive resorts, where food and drinks are included in the price. Cabo San Lucas is another favorite. These places are warm, sunny, and used to hosting big student crowds. Some students even travel to Europe during spring break. Spain, Italy, or France can be part of a longer trip. That kind of vacation costs more money, but for some students, it's a dream trip. All right, now let's talk about the party culture of spring break you may have seen in TV shows or American movies. Spring break has a reputation for being wild. Some students really do go all out. Remember, to go all out means to do something with maximum energy and no limits. So some students really do go all out during this week. They stay up very late, they go to pool parties, and they spend hours dancing at clubs. The word hookup is often connected to spring break. You may know that a hookup is a casual romantic or sexual meeting. So like in Portuguese, you might say, uma ficada casual, or in Spanish, just un encuentro casual, a hookup. It usually describes a short-term romantic connection. Movies and social media sometimes exaggerate this part of the spring break culture, but it does exist. Because of this reputation, some cities crack down on bad behavior during spring break. And there's another expression. To crack down on means to take strong action to control something. So maybe in Portuguese, reprimir con rigor. Or in Spanish, tomar medidas estrictas contra algo, to crack down on. So, many police departments or city governments crack down on bad behavior during spring break. They may increase police presence, limit alcohol sales, or create new rules to control the larger crowds. But here's something important. Not everyone wants that kind of crazy party experience. Some students choose what are called mission trips. Those are organized trips to help communities or preach particular religion, often connected to churches, viagens missionarias, or viajes misioneros, mission trips. Others participate in volunteer programs where they build houses, help at schools, or support local communities. This type of spring break trip is sometimes called an alternative break. These students will travel with friends, but their goal is different. Instead of partying and hooking up, they want to give back, learn about other cultures, and do meaningful work. Culturally, this shows something interesting about American university life. There's a strong culture of independence. Many students live away from home during college, which makes it easier to organize trips with friends. In many parts of Latin America, students often live with their families while studying, so traveling in large groups of classmates for 1 week may feel different or less common. Spring break also acts as a mental reset. After this week, students return to campus and focus on final exams. It's like one last deep breath before the end of the semester. Now let me ask you, if you had one free week in the middle of your college semester, would you choose a party trip, a relaxing beach vacation, or an alternative volunteer experience? Spring break can look very different depending on the person. For some, it's loud and exciting. For others, it's calm, meaningful, and focused on helping others. But almost every student counts down the days until that week arrives. All right, I hope that was interesting and understandable. But before I let you go, let's review the main points of today's episode. Today, we learned about spring break in the United States. We talked about how students look forward to this week after midterms. We saw how friends often split the cost of trips to places like Florida, Cancun, Cabo San Lucas, or even Europe. We discussed how some students go all out and party, and how cities sometimes crack down on bad behavior. We also explained what a hookup means in American college culture. Finally, we learned a little about mission trips and other alternative breaks, where students choose volunteer work instead of partying. Spring break is not just one thing. It reflects different values, personalities, and choices within American university culture. And by the way, the next episode focuses on American college culture. All right, that's all I have for today. I hope you were able to understand most of the episode and learned something new. Be sure to follow or subscribe to my podcast, and please share Jason's Easy English with your friends who are also learning English. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you at the next episode.